heaving. Just check my Rolex for the time. Right. Maker Station towards Penn for Manhattan and Times Square, I think. 50th Street, I've got to get off 12 stops. Boom. Not so busy. Breakfast with Michael Jackson. How fucking mint is this? .20 in the morning, just had breakfast and it started snowing. Hooray for New Yorkers. Okay, so I've still got about 8 or 12 hours before I see Chelsea. So I'm going to crack on and go and do some of the things I want to do. I'm going to check out the Ghostbusters firehouse, but that's all the way downtown. So I'm going to have to hop on one of their metro trains and that should be fun. Nice comparison to TfL. You have to like LEDs because they're very bright at night. So, I have to get to a metro to get down to Lower Manhattan, I think it is, where the Ghostbusters firehouse is. I don't think it's a tour per se, but I believe that... Oh, there's Ted! I believe I can get outside it and have a look. So at least we're halfway there, right? One of my favourite films as a kid was Ghostbusters, so it's got to be done. And I think I can do that before I see Chelsea, because they're probably hours away yet. And then I've got to crack on with flight school, so not much more time to explore, I guess. I've got to do what I can. That breakfast was amazing. Came to about $25. I had the extra large, you know me, and I had about 3 coffees, a glass of water. Yeah. Oh, that was epic. I definitely recommend that place. I will put it in the video. You would have seen it already, or it'll be up in a second. But wow. I loved that breakfast, and listening to Michael Jackson at the same time was just perfect. I've just ridden the 1 to Canal Street. Hopefully when I get out of here on 6th and 7th Street, I have to turn left, walk across some little... It's proper New York, isn't it? Yeah, hopefully once I come out of here, just a short walk away, I'll come to my destination. and I don't know what to expect. It could be just a building that I can take a picture of, but I can say I've been there. Okay, so I'm at Canal Street. The snow has picked up, so it looks like it's coming down a bit thicker. Oh, check it out. Right. This is the state of the play that way. Okay, so I thought I'd dare it on my own. There she is. I ain't afraid of no fucking travelling. It's a closed building, there's nothing there, you can't go in. I thought at least there'd be some sort of like little bit you could walk into and see the generators and the desk where Janine sits, or maybe even have a model or a fake Ecto 1 sitting in there. But yeah, it was a nice little experience to see it and stand outside it. There's nothing there to touch or to get that sense of, oh my god, you know. But there's so many buildings that are gorgeous. Look at that. Makes me wish I was the architect that I was supposed to be, because I love all that sort of stuff, like angles and design and structural stuff. Anyway, I'm going to mill about, maybe take a break, have a coffee. All this travelling's getting to me. You know what I was saying about buildings? What is that? You'd be screwed if you want to look out the window. How you doing? 7-Eleven. I haven't seen a 7-Eleven since I was about, I don't even know. I must have been primary school, pre-primary school. Scraping snow off. I'm like, what snow? Wow, if you drive through that, you're gonna feel it. Like a racehorse later, because it's freezing cold outside and I've got all these hot drinks inside me. Suffice to say, I'm having fun. Coming to Starbucks in the hope of making some friends, but they don't seem interested. Everyone's sort of keeping to themselves. There's nowhere to sit, so in a minute the tour will continue. Oh, here he is. Wait, it's got a car stop. Wonder if that helps. Nice. That's the kind of combination I'd have on a luggage. This is where I need Steve, aka Titch, the one and only, who would walk past me and go, I loved you in Wall Street. Wow, the snow's starting to be a bit thicker, but it's still nowhere in the region of, I can't escape these things. Wow, it's the last thing I want to see here. So, not far from some other unique attractions, and Wall Street, just walking through it. Just stumbled across it really, so where does this road take us? Nobody knows. If you can navigate your way around the hustle and bustle of twisty London and its tiny little alleyways and like little curly-whirly roads. Oh, curly-whirlies. Oh, do you remember them? I love them. They get stuck in your teeth though. I'm going to get curly-whirly. I bet they don't have them here. If they do, they probably come in like thousands of different flavours. Can you imagine that? A blueberry curly-whirly. Oh, just invented something. So, I can't remember what I was saying now. On with the show. Police sirens down here are sick. They proper echo like, oh, I want them to do it again. They were trying to get through the traffic and this guy was holding it up because he weren't going nowhere. He was just waiting for a pickup. And the cars on the left were all parked. So people behind couldn't see that and they were just getting stuck. So he kept doing this siren flecken, and it just echoes. It's well good. So I'm at 25 Broadway. There's a raging massive bull in the middle of the square, so I will be going over there to see what that's about. I think it's just a statuette. And there's the meathead who was making all the noise. So I'm going to probably head that way, and I'll come to see some view of the river, Hudson, or the opening out. Oh, it's got its blues on now. I better not film him, otherwise I'll get arrested. So I think these guys are stopping him because he's parked on a corner where he shouldn't be. He's so cool. He's just like in the films. Oh no, I'll stop you, I'll arrest you for crossing the street. I haven't come across that yet. I have done a bit of jaywalking. I'm going to do it now. Alright, NYPD flecken. What are you going to do? I don't know the rules, I'm British. They might go, oh, I love your accent. Alright, the ball's arse, everyone's taking a picture. Why would you do that? Why would you take a picture from that angle? Wow, look at the size of his bollocks. Fuck. Anyway, that was an experience. Everyone standing behind the ball, having a picture taken of his rear end. What the fuck are people doing? I'd stand at the front and be like, look at this horny bastard. But no, they're all standing at the back. Imagine if it was real, it'd just do a massive poop on their heads. Oh. It's not that cold actually. It feels warmer than what it is. I found a Burger King and we'll try not to have it. I'm looking forward to trying more local delicacies. The breakfast, I still can't get over that breakfast. That was the literal form of mustard. I am now at the museum of the American Dream. Oh, the National Museum of the American Indian. Well, that's interesting. Let's go and have a look. So what it is the Museum of the American Indian, where all the different cultures came together so many years ago to form the Americas of late. It even holds the National Archives for American history. And there's an NYPD dude sitting out front. View now takes us to Brooklyn Bridge. We are at the bottom of the map, which you may know as the Battery. And the last time I saw that place was in GTA 3, when I used to drive onto it and steal the helicopters. I don't think there's a helicopter there for me to steal today. But not long now until I'll be heading north to go to the aviation centre. But looking at this overcast clouds of snow, there may not be any flying today. I have picked the worst time to do it, but I took a chance because I knew my sister was coming and I thought I could just get a sneak peek of New York, but it's becoming more than a sneak peek. I mean, I'm just happy to enjoy the scenery. I've been on my own since 12 o'clock last night. I had an alright sleep. My hotel was 4-star on the internet, but unfortunately it wasn't 4-star to my opinions, do you know what I mean? Anyway, the scenery looks like this. No helicopters. dinner. And this would be the 5. I'm after the 4. In actual fact, it's not much different from the tube. You just have to read the signs like you do on the tube. Okay, so I've arrived at Park Avenue Northeast. The snow is better than it was south. So get in there, New York. Hopefully it'll settle this time. Anyway, let's see where I'm heading now. This means that there's no flight. Can't fly in this. Well, that's a very British tavern. I might go in and have a pint. Okay, so I've just been into 99 Madison, which is the Manhattan Flight Club. They put my name down, and it works on a callback system where they get a slot, and if they're free or they can fit you in, they put you in. So it's not as straightforward as I thought. I mean, I'm an idiot sometimes, but I am capable of doing this. Probably about 1 o'clock, so that's like an hour and a half away, and it lasts half an hour. I'll do a 50-question exam, and obviously it's all sorted out beforehand. They knew I was coming, but they didn't put me down as a definite time slot. It's like a theory test for a car. If I fail it, then I can come back and do it again. It's not a big deal, but it's a damn sight cheaper to do it here than it is to do it back home. So that's the reason I'm here. I thought I could just rock up and do it. As you can see, it's very like low key, no signage or nothing. It's quite private. So what I'll do is I'm going to head towards the Empire State Building, probably have another Costa. No, there's no Costa. I haven't seen a Costa. It's all Starbucks here, isn't it? I might have a Costa. I might have a Starbucks, but I might save myself because I've had a lot of coffee today. We'll see how it goes. Loads of yellow cabs about, but unfortunately not the traditional old school types. They would be far too old now. It would be like our black cabs. Well, this looks nice. The kids would have loved it in here. They love a good old park, and that is epic. That's how parks should be. Look how much stuff there is in there. That climbing frame's behemoth. I could get on that. Dig in the slide. It's a bit small though. I suppose I have seen better parks than this in London area. There is one I go to quite often in Guildford that's massive, and it's got more than that. But yeah, I'm looking around. Still haven't found it. I'm not using the maps. I'm going to use my central navigation system that's built in to the brainage. This is a good old traditional park. What is that? Looks like Nana Moon's bed sheets. There's more of them over here. They look like bloody UFOs. And the snow is coming down in New York City. You're in the zone with Danny D. It's called Madison Square Park, this is. It's a nice little area to walk around and have a coffee and chill out. And imagine when it's not cold and winter, the grass is green and you can sit on the grass and have your sandwiches.